Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce, my name is Helen Ratnasari with name 240603110015. First question, explain the history of the formation of the Umayyad dynasty. In what time was the golden age of the Umayyad Daulah and what were the indicators? What is the difference between the Umayyad government pattern and the previous regime? Describe the Islamic civilization during the Umayyad dynasty. The Bani Umayyad dynasty was established in 661 after the end of the Khulafaur Rashidun period. The dynasty was founded by Muawiyah bin Abu Sufyan, who was previously the governor of Syria. The beginning of the formation of the Umayyad Daulah occurred after Al-Hasan bin Ali handed over power to Muawiyah in order to maintain the unity of Muslims who were experiencing divisions. Since then, the center of Islamic government moved from Madinah to Damascus. The golden age of the Bani Umayyad Daulah occurred during the reign of Caliph Al-Walid bin Abdul Malik. At this time, the territory of Islamic was very wide, even reaching Spain in the west and India in the east. This strength was marked by the contraction of magnificent Moscow's advance in science and increased public welfare. In addition, the system of government and administration was also increasingly organized. The governor system during the Umayyad period was different from the previous period. During the Khulafaur Rashidun period, the election of leaders was done through deliberation and not based on descent. However, during the Umayyad period, the government changed to a royal system, where power was passed down from generation to generation in the Umayyad family. The government also became more centralized and the bureaucracy grew. Islamic civilization during the Umayyad dynasty experienced many advances. Arabic was made the official language of governments. Science developed rapidly, and many literary works and beautiful buildings were built, such as the Umayyad Mosque in Damascus and the Cordoba Mosque in Spain. In addition, the economy and public welfare also improved thanks to the development of infrastructure and a good administrative system. The Umayyad period became an important foundation from the development of Islamic civilization in the following periods. Second question, describe the history of the formation of the Abbasid dynasty. In what time was the golden age of the Abbasid Daulah and what were the indicators? Describe the progress of Islamic civilization during the Umayyad dynasty. What are the causes of the decline of the Abbasid Daulah? The Abbasid dynasty was established in 758 after successful overthrowing the Umayyad dynasty. The founder and the first caliph was Abu Abbas as-Saffah and descendant of the Prophet Muhammad's uncle, Abbas bin Abdul Muttalib. Bani Abbasiyah emerged because they felt more entitled to lead Muslims than Bani Umayyah, who were considered to divide from Islamic values and were unfair to various groups, such as non-Arabs, Mawali, and Shia. The golden age of the Abbasiyah occurred during the reign of Caliph Harun al-Rashid, 786 to 898, which was marked by advance in science, art, culture, and trade, as well as the development of scientific centers such as Baghdad, which became the center of world civilization. Islamic civilization during the Umayyad dynasty also experienced progress, especially in the field of government that began to be organized, the contraction of large mosques, and the expansion of West territory to Spain and India. The decline of the Abbasiyah Daulah was caused by various factors, including internal conflict within the collapsed family, rebellion of dissatisfied groups, and external attacks such as the Mongol army, which finally attacked Baghdad, and an Abbasid rule in 1258. Third question, what is the history of the conquest of Spain? How did Islamic civilization progress in Spain? Explain the cause of the fall of Islamic rule in Spain. The conquest of Spain by Muslims began in 711-8 under the leadership of Commander Tariq bin Ziyad, who led the Muslim army from North Africa to cross the Strait of Gibraltar and successfully defeat King Ratigo of the Visigoth kingdom, who then ruled the Iberian Peninsula. The conquest was rapid, and within 2 years almost, the whole of Spain was under Muslim control, known as Al-Andalus. Islamic civilization in Spain developed very rapidly. Cities like Cordoba, Seville, and Granada became centers of science, art, architecture, and trade. Islam brought advance in science, technology, and religious tolerance that made Al-Andalus an important cultural center in Europe at the time. The fall of Islamic rule in Spain occurred in the fifth country, particularly after the collapse of the Kingdom of Granada in 1492 due to attacks by Christian forces in the Reconquista process. Factors contributing to this downfall include internal political divisions among Muslim rule, weak military force, and constant pressure and attack from Christian kingdoms seeking to regain control of the regulation. Fourth question, describe some theories that explain the entry of Islamic in Indonesia. Also explain the strategy of the Wali Songo in praising Islam in Indonesia. Islam arrived in Indonesia through several well-known theories, namely the Gujarat theory, the Arab theory, the Persian theory, and the Chinese theory. The Gujarat theories state that Islam was brought by Muslim traders from Gujarat, India, who trade and interact with communities on the west coast of Sumatra. The Arabic theory explained that Islam was brought directly by pilgrims from Mecca who returned to Indonesia with the teaching of Islam. The Persian theory states the traders and Mubalik from Persia also helped spread Islam, as seen from the influence of Persian culture and traditional in several regions in Indonesia. Meanwhile, the Chinese story states the Muslim trader from China also played a role in spreading Islamic through maritime trade routes. Wali Songo used a wise proselytization strategy that was usually accepted by the community. They spread Islam in a peaceful way, integrating Islam technique with a local culture and using arts such as wayang and gamelan to attract people's attention. Wali Songo also built Islamic boarding school as center of Islamic education and taught moral and social values in accordance with the life of local people. The method of proselytization made Islam widely accepted and repeatedly developed in the archipelago. The last question is, how did Western imperialism affect Islamic civilization? Describe the West's effort to erase the traces of Islamic civilization in the eyes of the world. The influence of Western imperialism on Islamic civilization was profound, especially in the 19th and 20th countries when Western countries such as Britain, France, and the Netherlands controlled Muslim majority territories through colonialism. They dominate the politics and economics of Islam countries, changing the system of government, law, and economics that were previously based on Islamic values. In addition, the West also introduced an education system that ignored the intellectual heritage of Islam, so that the great contribution of Muslim scientists in various fields such as mathematics, medicine, and philosophy were underappreciated. These efforts were also accompanied by the elimination of aspects of Islamic culture and religions practice remain incompatible with Western standards, to shifting the identity and understanding of Muslims to arise the threats of Islamic civilization in the eyes of the world. The West surprised and changed socio-political structure and promotes narratives that denigrate the role of Islam in the history of global science and culture. Despite this, Muslims have maintained their faith and tried to revive Islamic values through research and education. The influence of Western imperialism led to the disintegration of politics and took in the Islamic world and encouraged the rise of naturalism and liberation movement among Muslims. And thank you for your attention. I apologize more or less. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.